That's fine. Good morning. Welcome to our chapel. We're going to have our chapel service first, and then we're going to do the show after. So please stand up, and we're going to start. Okay, so good morning. Let me lift this up because I'm blind. There we go. Okay, kids and anybody else. Do you know what holiday we're celebrating this week? Thanksgiving, right? And always we should be thankful for what God's given us at this special time of remembering and remember the wonderful blessings that we have. And when someone gives us something special, what do? We say thank you. So this is the time of the year that we say our special thanks to God. We can't forget to thank God for all his many blessings. So this morning I wanted to share with you a little rhyme that I learned. But first I want to see if you know what this is. Ah, it's a donut, right? It looks like a pretty good donut, right? I didn't make this because I'm not very artsy. I had Miss Valerie and Miss Brittany make it for me, right? It looks pretty good. It's got sprinkles and icing, all that tasty stuff. Okay, so this is my rhyme. It goes like this. As you go through life, make this your goal. Look at the donut and not the hole. So you're all going to say that with me, everybody. As you go through life, make this your goal. Look at the donut and not the hole. Okay, so I'm going to explain what this means. If I gave you a donut, a real donut, I bet you'd be pretty happy, especially one like this with icing and sprinkles, right? Wouldn't it be sad if all you saw what was missing in the hole? If you looked at that and go, oh man, look at all that donut I don't have. Well, you're missing out on all the donuts you do have, right? So if I gave you this donut and you were really happy and you weren't happy that the hole was there, you know what? Some people go through life like that. All they see is the big hole in the donut. They don't see all the good things that they have that God's given them. Isn't that sad? That's sad. So what we want to remember is all the good things that God's given us, and it's important that we do that as we go through life, and it's especially important on Thanksgiving. So when you go on Thanksgiving and you're eating all your food and you're visiting your friends, you have to remember all the good things that God gave you. Remember the donut and not the hole. So now we're going to pray, and you can repeat after me. Ready? Whoops. Dear God, we have been blessed by you in so many ways. Help us to focus our thoughts on what we have and not on what we don't have. Thank you for your love and the gift of your Son, Jesus. In his name we pray. Amen. We're going to take up our offering. Wendy, did you get Okay, don't forget to sing with me, guys. Ready? Since my heavenly Father gives me everything, lovingly and gladly, now my gifts I bring. Since my heavenly Father gives me everything, lovingly and gladly, now my gifts I bring. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly host. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen. Okay, at this time, just give us a second. We're going to set up for our play. So it's interesting to watch. Okay, give me a line. Pilgrims? Pilgrim boys. Thank you. Pilgrim boys. Pilgrim girls. You can go. Do you think? Thank you. Bow. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Good job. I'm going to shake it out. Are you two going to be okay standing together? Are you okay? Okay, we're ready to begin. Welcome to our play. We've done this for many, many, many years. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Hooray for Thanksgiving. Once upon a time, long ago, pilgrim men and pilgrim women and a pilgrim minister came to America. They had a very hard winter. Luckily, Indian men and Indian women showed them how to plant corn and to hunt for turkeys. So at harvest time, the pilgrim minister said, let's have a Thanksgiving dinner. The pilgrim men and the Indian men went out to hunt turkeys. The pilgrim women and the Indian women gathered in the corn. The pilgrim men and the Indian men hunted for many days. They shot deer and rabbit, but they couldn't find any turkeys. What are we going to do? Said the Indian men and the pilgrim men. We need turkeys for our Thanksgiving dinner. Meanwhile, the pilgrim women and the Indian women were bringing home the corn. Their baskets were so full that some of the corn fell out onto the ground. Now, hiding near the path were the turkeys. They liked corn. So they followed the pilgrim women and the Indian women. When the women got home, they met the pilgrim minister. He said, we better go back and pick up the corn. Just then the hunters were coming home. Look at all those turkeys eating the corn. The pilgrim men and the Indian men and the pilgrim women and the Indian women and the pilgrim minister said, look, lots of turkeys. They all said, just in time for our first Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you very much for coming out. This concludes our service. The children are going to have their feast in the fellowship hall. Not the twos, they go back to their room. But the threes and the fours have a feast in the back. You're welcome to hang out there if you want. See you in a bit.